Hey, you guys. Okay, so what we're doing today is cooking dinner. So I wanted to make this brown sugar pork chop meal, but I don't know if my pork chops are going to be thawed in time. So if it's not thawed in time, then I'm going to make this pork tenderloin. It's a honey garlic pork tenderloin recipe that I found on Pinterest. So we will see which one we can do, but while we're waiting on that, we are going to do mashed potatoes. So I tried to go live earlier for us doing the T-post, but since it's across the street, our Wi-Fi ain't it over there. It'll reach over there only to like a certain point, and I guess we were out of the limit of it reaching, so we weren't able to go live. But for the garden across the street, we were able to get all of the posts set for that. But I really hope that this meat thaws in time so that I can, what was I saying? Make that recipe, because it looks so good, you guys. I think what I'm gonna do, no, I can't do that.
Come on, let's go.
What's everybody up to today? Hey, Michael, can you get me a charger from my iPad, please? There might be one in my laptop bag. Hey, you guys. I'm trying to make some pork chops, some brown sugar pork chops, but I don't know if my pork chops are going to be thawed completely, but we'll see. If not, we're going to make a honey garlic pork tenderloin, I believe. It takes one like, yeah. Did you look at my laptop bag? We're gonna have mashed potatoes, and then we might have carrots or something with this. Hey, you guys. I was saying earlier that if y'all don't know, we have 12 acres of land, and on that 12 acres, we have 6 on one side of the street and 6 on the other side of the street. And across the street, we are doing our garden, and it's going to be pretty big. So if you haven't seen the plans for that, go look on my channel and you'll see it. But we finally finished the 4x4 post on there, which is really exciting because, I mean, it's coming together. My plan is to have that whole garden done in time for next season so that I can start using that next season instead of having to wait too much longer. So that is our plan for the winter, is to try to get that taken care of. Thank you.
What's wrong, Bubs? What? I was just plugging in the charger. Huh?
What is everybody up to on this Sunday?
What? I had to plug in the charger, Bubs. I don't know what you're saying. No, you don't need that.
And also, you guys, update on the chickens. So I had gotten the electric netting for the chickens, but y'all, let me tell y'all, it is so hard to get those chickens in there. Like, so hard. I try to coax them in there with feed. The first day they went in perfectly. The first day they went in fine. They had no problems with going in. It was fine and dandy. But as soon as we, the second day today, they weren't going in there. So I don't know if they caught on to what it is, but we finally got them in there, the majority of them, and so we're just waiting to see what happens with that. Hey! Did y'all finally go home? I know we just went past and we didn't see y'all down there anymore. So today we are making, I don't know which one for sure, but we're either making honey garlic pork tenderloin or we're making brown sugar pork chops. I'm not for sure exactly which one yet. I'm not making tacos today, but maybe I can do that another day. That would be cool. Tacos do sound really good though, I'm not gonna lie. I've really been wanting like some shredded chicken tacos. I need to make some. That's good. It's gotten really hot out there. Like, we didn't realize how hot it was outside until we started doing those posts, and we were like, oh my goodness, it's hot. Especially out there in that field. It seems like it's so much hotter out there. Thank you. What's everybody else having for dinner? That sounds good. White chicken chili. So no, the kids aren't really that good of eaters, depending on what it is. So like today I'm only making stuff for my part of the family, and then Lacey is gonna make something else for her family, and that's just because they don't eat pork, but I do. So and it's easier for me to make something like this on a weekend rather than a weekday since I work. But usually almost every day I cook for, or every other day or whatever, I cook for the whole family. And it does get hard. However, I'm starting to get used to it now. Like, like it just comes natural now. Like, sometimes it's kind of hard making less food now than it is making a bunch of more food. But I mean, to be honest though, I don't think, like, if I'm making just like some regular dish, I don't really have to make it too much different. Like, I don't have to have too much more than I would, depending on what it is, I guess. And a lot of stuff that we make, it's pretty easy to, you know, double it or triple it if we need to. It sounds really good. Really good. I'm gonna wash these potatoes off right quick. Yeah, I need to make some white chicken chili. That sounds really good. So if you are new here, you guys, I am Josie, and we live on 12 acres of land, and we have 2 families. So it's my sister, so kind of like a family compound, I guess you'd say. It's me, my sister, my husband, her husband, and our kids. We have 3 kids each. So that's a total of 6 kids. So I'm normally cooking for all of us. However, tonight I'm cooking just for my family. What's he doing? What is he doing, Owen?
Go show mom.
What you got my clothes on for? Huh? What are you doing? Give me kids. Have kids? Yeah, I see it. Thank you so much. I never would have thought I would have had a YouTube, but I was like, let me go ahead and make one so that whenever I get old or whatever happens, or something happens to me, then my kids will be able to see them. But I also think it's cool to be able to interact with all of you and be able to talk to y'all as well. Thank you. I'll be right back. So we are technically a family of 10, but we have 2 different families. It's me and my sister. We both have our own family. And things like that. We do have chickens. I think soon we might be getting another animal at some point. Don't know exactly what we're going to decide on yet, but we shall see. And we have 2 dogs. We have one guard dog who stays outside, and then we have a little Dachshund who stays inside, and then we also just got a kitten. Owen is a mess. Owen is a mess. So to my noodles, all I did was just put in some seasoned salt and then some chicken bouillon powder to give it a little bit more flavor. Also, if you are new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. Okay, let me see what's going on with this recipe. I think also I'm gonna do carrots. You want carrots too, babe? Like the sweet carrots?
Oh yeah. I would love to have the sweet carrots.
Or do you want like Brussels sprouts or something?
I love Brussels sprouts. But you hate them, so get carrots.
Yes, it is so good. I use this stuff in everything, literally. Everything. So for my side dish, I think I'm going to do just like a bunch of different vegetables. So I think I'm going to just bake carrots, zucchini, and some Brussels sprouts, and make it a little bit easier. You're a picky eater. Aw. I am too. I think I would say, you said I'm a picky eater?
For sure.
Yeah. So I'm a picky eater, but I still eat quite a bit, I think. If I'm not lying. What do you say?
What?
I still eat quite a bit of stuff though.
Yeah, you get on eating kids.
Yeah, I do that. So like I will eat something for like weeks, the same thing for a long time, and then I just stop and I'm completely done and I can't eat it no more at all. I know I'm not the only one though. Who else does that? Hey, Mary. So no, this is not from my garden. So I haven't gotten any carrots yet. So I have a bunch of carrots in my garden and beets. I have lettuce and cabbage, but the cabbage hasn't done nothing yet. The beets and carrots are growing really good, so I am going to be getting a harvest off of those. It's just not time yet. And then, what else? The lettuce, it's going good. It's just not time to pick yet. But yeah. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. So I have ground cherries in my garden. So in the summer, I had ground cherries. So if you don't know what ground cherries are, they're these little, they're little yellow things. And they come in like this husk, kind of like a tomatillo or whatever. And they're really good. They're really sweet. It kind of, what would you say it kind of tastes like?
I don't know. It tastes more like a fruit than it does vegetable.
Yeah, so it tastes like a fruit, but I think it's classified as a vegetable. And they're really, really good. The kids love them. Like it's something that the kids can just go and grab off of out of the garden. So it's really cool for the kids. But one bad thing about them is that they get extremely big. So not only do they get very big though, they also reseed. And I didn't know how much they reseeded, because in my old place, I think I had them in a container by themselves, but they reseeded. And so they're all over my garden. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna leave them and see what they do. And they're actually growing again, you guys. You did? You need to plant them. You can get just like some buckets or something and plant them in there.
Be nice to Owen.
Like we have a bunch of these feed buckets. They're blue, and I can give you one, and then you can plant those in there. It'd be cool.
You need to watch this.
Yeah.
What about this thing needs to be washed with that?
I'm sure, and the sheet.
I'll wash it with their clothes.
Okay. No way, really? Why, I wonder? Do you know why? I didn't know that.
What, Bubs? We gotta wash your blanket.
Bubby, you want to come say hey?
Go say hi. Go see mommy.
Come here, Bubs. You want to say hey? Come on. This is Owen. He is my youngest. Say hi. Look. Look. Say hi. What is it? Huh? Carrot? Got a carrot? Okay. Nope. Let me see. Give a kiss. Mwah. It's wet. Yeah, it's wet. Here. Here you go. Okay, go see Daddy. Go see Daddy.
Did you go say hi, Bubs?
Yeah, he did. He waved and everything. I'm gonna have to check that out then, because that's crazy. I didn't know that. I mean, I love my aerial garden, but I mean, there's so many other things now that is coming out that I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I'm hoping y'all will be moved out here by then. And it's always good to go ahead and plan. But also, y'all are out here so much, I don't see why you couldn't go ahead and put something out here, even if you're not living out here. Or at least get it started. I honestly think that, like, if you don't have a garden, I mean, you can just use, like, anything, like old buckets or whatever. There's so many different things that you can use for a garden without having to have, like, a bunch of fancy raised beds and stuff. But the good thing, though, is that your husband mills wood, and he has tons of logs out there that needs to be milled. So he could do a bunch of raised beds for you. Or if this is Steven, then you can do it. If you are new, you guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Here we just do a bunch of different homesteading stuff and things like that. And I cook just about everything, honestly. Yes, girl. That's awesome. It's actually, in my opinion, Lacey would say different, but in my opinion, gardening is so easy, you guys. Once you get into it, it's easy. And it takes time, but it's easy. And after you do it for a while, then you start realizing, like, oh, you know, oh, I know what that is, or I know how to grow that, or I know this needs that. It like becomes natural, which is really cool. And then it doesn't take as much brain thought once you get used to it, because like you already know what's going on. So when I'm cooking, you guys, one thing I like to do is cut all my vegetables and stuff and do all that stuff that I need to do. And then I'll move on to my meat so that I can have the same cutting board without having to wash it 50 million times or whatever. So the last thing I will do is cut the, or do whatever I need to do with the meat on the cutting board. So yeah, so I really wanted to do an in-ground one too. But one thing about in-ground gardens is that here where we live, what? Oh, is that it's so rocky. The ground is so rocky, which is good for drainage. However, like for us to be able to do anything in it, like it's almost broke a lot of our tools just from trying to dig into the ground and things like that. And also one thing about it is that you will still have to bring in some dirt just because of how the ground is. It's so, and we've actually tried to grow something in the soil here, like with it how rocky it is, and we didn't have any luck whatsoever. So but I know you can do it, and I know if you bring in the certain soil and stuff like that would work. But I just prefer doing the raised beds because I can control it more. I can, so like if, you know, I can control my soil a lot more than I could if it was like in ground. And then if something happens, I can change out my soil if I really needed to. And then also, for when I get older. I'm not going to be able to get in the ground like I can now, and this is my forever garden, so I want to make sure that I can get in it and out of it like I need to when I get older. A lot of stuff that I do, I don't just think about it for like right now, I think for later too. Especially if I'm doing something that I'm spending so much money on, then I try to make sure that it's something that I really want to do and will be able to have for a long time. So now we're going to start chopping these Brussels sprouts. So with these are pretty big, so I think I'm 1/4 them. Like that. Oh, also you guys, so another update is that, so you know we had the chicken tractor in the front yard, so we have now moved that into the wooded area on our property. And it was so hard to move that thing, like so hard. It took all of us, so it took me, Mike, Lacey, and her husband, and the kids. So all the kids except for the babies and Sophia helped. And y'all, we were dying. It was so heavy. And we also had we're going to be getting meat chickens next spring. And I told Michael, like, no, we're not doing this again. We're going to have to find plans for a true chicken tractor, because that thing was hard to move. So hard. And it was heavy. And then it wasn't stable enough for us to be able to drag it, like with a strap or something like that. So we all had to pick it up. What are you doing to him?
I'm just sitting here.
What's wrong, Bubs? What's he wanting?
Nothing. He's just hanging out, yeah. You're really my phone, really.
Hi. How are you? I know some of y'all I've never seen before, so if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And if you're already subscribed and you just don't comment in my video, make sure you comment so I can see you.
Daddy's phone. What? Frankie?
Oh, also,
Oh, you want me to cover your ears?
well, I'm glad you were able to catch one. And of course, thank you for subscribing.
Can you hear me?
Another update, you guys, is that
What are you doing?
that netting isn't doing too well because it's so hard to get the chickens in there. I think they have realized what it is, and so it's really hard to coax them in, even with feed. So we've changed plans. So now what we're going to do is, if you didn't know, then we have 2 sets of egg chickens. So one set we got from a cousin, and they're bigger and they already lay. The other set we got, I don't know, the beginning of the year, but they're not laying just yet. And then now it's almost time for them to stop laying. So we probably won't get any eggs out of them. But I think what we're going to do is, so the ones that we have gotten this year, they're going to be in their coop in the wood. So they have their own coop and run. And then the big girls are going to have their chicken tractors still that we've moved back into the woods. And we're going to use the electric netting for their run so they can have a little bit more space, since they only have the little space in the chicken tractor right now. So we're gonna do that and see how that goes. Because y'all, we had a hard time getting those chickens in that netting. We had such a hard time. So I think that's what we're gonna do, and it sucks because I really wanted to be able to pasture raise them, but it's just getting too difficult. So like, of course I have a video on my channel, but we're stepping in poop all day, every day, and it's all over our shoes. When we go anywhere, to school, work, wherever we go, there's poop on the bottom of our shoe, and it smells, obviously it's poop. So we don't like that. They're getting into the garden that we have over here. And we are going to keep this garden still. We're going to have it more like herbs and flowers and things like that. So we don't want them getting into that because we put a lot of work into it and don't want it messed up. And then also my little dog Benji, he can't run free because he likes the chickens too much and he will try to get their feathers. So then he can't be outside. He has to be put up in a pen when he's outside. Yeah, he cannot be trusted. So I think it's just better overall. And then I think what we're going to do though, since they are going to be contained all the time, then I think what we're going to do is, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, what we're going to do is just like have microgreens, like grow microgreens for them, and just be more conscious of what scraps we have, and then just give them to them instead of putting in the compost. Because I mean, of course we would love to have a compost, but we can still compost the stuff that the chickens cannot have, because we need them to have good food too. Yeah, it's terrible. I don't like it.
You're crazy.
So now I'm just cutting up this zucchini in chunks. So I'm just like quarter them as well. This is one good way to get different vegetables in you, because once you season them and cook them all in the pan together, they end up kind of tasting similar. One thing I'm excited to grow next year, which I grew it this year and I got quite a bit, but I didn't know this last year, but with zucchini, you can turn it into zucchini flour. So you can blend it up or shred it or whatever, freeze dry it or dehydrate it, and then you can put it in the food processor and chop it up really finely like a flour, and you can use that in your breads as flour, which is really cool, which I didn't know that till recently, or I would have done it with my zucchini because we were running out of things to do with ours that we had. Yes. So I have all my scraps there that I'm going to give some to the chickens and some to the compost. And then I have my trash right here. That's that. And now I'm gonna season this, so let me see what I want to do. So if you don't know, then Buttery Steakhouse is my favorite by Kinder's. It's really good. Hey Dirtworks, if y'all don't know, y'all need to subscribe to Dirtworks channel. It's amazing. I edit for him, and you should go subscribe. He does some really good work. And he doesn't know this yet, but Mike and I were just talking actually about him. Want me to tell him? And we are thinking about whenever we get ready, which it ain't anytime right now, obviously, but we're going to have him build us a house. He didn't know this. I don't know if he's willing to, but we're going to ask him.
He'll be down. He'll do it. He's not even hard backwards, dude.
So I put Buttery Steakhouse seasoning on this, and then I'm also doing garlic powder. And then we're just gonna mix it up and add some olive oil. Yes. So we were like, well, why? Mike was like, well, why can't we just go ahead? What did you say, Mike?
About what?
About just doing a regular house instead of like a barn dough.
Oh yeah, I just said that I like the house that he's building right now, so why not have something built like that?
Yeah, I agree.
Well, you got more pairs of shoes here than I own.
Yeah, right. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more seasoning to this. No, you cannot beat garlic. But yes, Ben, we're gonna have to come down. He said you'll have to drop down and look at them in person.
Yeah, I want to.
And then when I do, then I can tell you everything. Like, oh yeah, I want this from this house. And then this from that house.
Every shoe, please.
Wait, I put the wrong thing on there. That looks like a lot, but it's actually a lot of vegetables, so it will be good.
You ain't season, or you ain't sneezing, it ain't season.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so this is how it looks. There's carrots, Brussels sprouts, and zucchini, and now I'm just gonna pop it on in the oven until they get tender to my liking or charred a little bit to my liking. So now we're gonna see what's going on with this pork chops over here. So I'm going to wash them off real quick.
What? You want some water? Huh?
What you saying?
Oh, no.
What do you need? Huh? What are you saying? You gonna wash your hands? Okay, hold on, and Daddy wash your hands. He wants his hands washed.
Hold on. You gotta wait a second. Hold on.
Let me wash my hands real quick. You gonna wash your hands? Go find a stool. You wanna find a stool? Go get
Right
a
there.
stool.
Go get that stool. Go get the stool.
Look. Right there.
Go get it. No, the stool.
Right here. Look.
No.
This. Bring it over here.
Come on.
Okay. So now we're gonna start on the pork chops, and I'm gonna set a timer for these vegetables, just because if not, I'll forget.
Other hand.
So we're gonna do it for like 20 minutes, and then I'll check it and then add more time so I don't
There you go.
forget.
They're washed.
Let me find this recipe. This is a new recipe to me, so hopefully it's good. Because a lot of times I'll make a new recipe and it's not really to my liking. What's going on, Bubs?
You don't know.
So this is called easy 30-minute brown sugar pork chops. So it sounds really good.
Come here.
So it says you need 4 boneless pork chops, about 1 inch, but I'm not doing boneless, I'm doing bone in. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, dried oregano, which I'm probably gonna have, I got parsley. Cajun seasoning, which is Creole. Paprika. We use smoked paprika around here. Garlic powder. Olive oil and salt and pepper to taste. And brown sugar. So it sounds really yummy. So it says in a small bowl, combine brown sugar, chili powder, dried oregano, Cajun seasoning, paprika, and garlic powder, and mix well. So let me get a bowl. What's going on with you?
You want some drink?
You want a drink? Here, drink. Get some milk.
What?
I want some milk. You want some milky?
Owen. Owen, come here. Come here. Pick a drink. What you want to drink? Those are strawberries.
I think he might still have some.
No, I just threw them away.
Oh, you threw them away.
Yeah, they're halfway chewed up, halfway nice.
So it says to use 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, but is it really enough? No, it's never enough. So I'm adding 4 tablespoons.
Jolie's a sugar fiend.
Yeah, everything's better when it's sweet. And then we need a teaspoon of chili powder.
That's why she loves me.
Don't let him lie to y'all.
I'm so sweet.
Do not let him lie to y'all.
I'm sweet like sugar cookies.
Okay, so that's 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Don't have dried oregano, and then we're gonna do a teaspoon of Creole.
What's wrong, bro?
That's way more than I need. Let's put some in. I'm gonna do a little bit less.
What are you yelling for?
Woo! You got me, y'all.
It must be seasoned.
No, I didn't put it all in.
What do you want? This?
Here.
I don't know what you want.
Dude,
I don't know what you want.
what's wrong? What do you want? Oh, he wants a Skittle, and then we can put those up. If he's seen them if he wants them. And then we need a teaspoon of paprika. I did a little bit more because smoked paprika, if you have not had it, it is so good. And then garlic powder.
No. This is not yours.
And then you need a teaspoon of garlic powder. Does anybody else have kids who just destroys your house and then don't want to clean their mess? Because I know I do. Okay, so now.
It only drinks part of her
Hey,
Coca-Cola.
that's good. I just had that today.
And then her nightstand has 6 of them on there, so I got to throw them away that aren't empty.
He's lying to y'all. He's lying.
We could probably go to the nightstand now and find them.
Okay, go see.
Let me go take a look. I see 2.
Well, the thinking behind this is that I go to bed. I don't really go to bed. I just go relax and chill. So for like my nighttime snack, which is awful, but I like to have a Coke. What's wrong with having a Coke? And then what happens is I end up falling asleep, not knowing, and then I don't have enough time to drink my Coke. So I mean, are you gonna drink a flat Coke? No, you're not. Okay, so we mix that. Oh no, what happened? We mix that. What you got going on, dude?
Eating cat. Gross. Yucky. Yucky.
Okay, so now we're going to heat up some olive oil in a larger skillet. Maybe I should do this. No, I don't have to.
Look, who is that?
We're gonna heat up this oil.
Who is that? Who is that? That's mommy?
And I just have this on medium heat. So, what we're gonna do with these pork chops is pat them dry on both sides.
Daddy got you?
And these are like the 1-inch pork chops.
Owen, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey.
Okay, so now we're just going to season these with some salt and pepper.
I can't hear you when you keep on doing that.
And we're going to do it on both sides.
It's just like you're sitting there and you can hear me now.
And then we're going to add in our spices. So we're just going to rub this on there.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, you beat me up?
What is everybody up to?
Why you hitting at me? Oh. Don't bite me.
Oh, another thing, you guys, is that I made a shoe rack for my closet by myself. And I stained it
Don't bite me.
by myself. That's a big accomplishment, you guys. And it looks really nice. I'm going to share it with y'all at some point. I know, I feel like I am, at least. Okay. Okay, so let's see what we got going on next. And I will link this recipe down in the description after I post this live, so y'all all can see it, get it if y'all want it. It's just on Pinterest though. So I'm just waiting for my oil to heat up and it gets hot. And then we're gonna add our pork chops on. And then we want them to come out to 145 degrees Fahrenheit. What's everybody up to? What else is new, babe?
Nothing. Subscribe to my channel.
Oh, so Michael got a YouTube channel too, and it's called JM Honda. So if you know Mike, you would know that he is very much so into cars and building cars and building their motors and doing all kinds of stuff. So he has an old Honda car. It looks like a piece of crap out in my yard, like I live in a junkyard, but he plans on fixing it up and making it go faster so he can race it and use it as a street car, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Street strip, Joe. Street strip.
Okay. And then he used to do them a lot with his dad before his dad had passed away. But he's getting back into doing that as a little hobby. So if you're into anything like that or want to see anything that he's doing, then he has a channel. It's called JM Honda. J as in John, M as in Mike. Aw, thank you so much. Are y'all still live? What are y'all doing? Let me go see what y'all got going on over there. Also, if y'all haven't, y'all need to subscribe to Homesteading with the Laws. They are awesome as well.
What's your cookie?
That's who we got our 4x4 post from. Sharpening bandsaw mill blades.
I don't know if my phone's pretty good because that's right. That's a rock. Okay. There it is.
Okay. So I think this is hot enough, so we're gonna go ahead and start adding in our, excuse my house, you guys. You know, we just live here and we have a bunch of people in this home, so we live here, you know. Okay, so let me add these. And I'm only going to do 2 at a time. What? Yes.
Uh-oh.
What happened? I think I want to take a little bit of that out.
A little bit of what?
Grease.
Did that come on the pork chop?
No.
No. We don't shake our milk.
So I'm wanting a bit of a crust on my pork chop, so I got some of that oil out. I think I might have had too much in
Want
there.
to be crispy. Crispy chop. See you perfection.
Where's the roasted? Roasted.
But anyways, yeah, go subscribe to Homesteading with the Laws. They mill wood on their property, and things like that. They show you how to store your wood, how to do your blades for your mill if you have a mill. They actually make me want to get a mill. But I know it's not really that easy.
You shake it all for me. What? You were shaking it all on the floor, man. Don't get mad. You did it. You did this yourself.
Also, so now all I have to do for the, what is it, for my garden across the street is put the cattle panel up. Well, first, no. Let's start over. First, I need to figure out what gates I want. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to just buy a gate like the one we have to block off our driveway, or do I want to make one? Also, I'm trying to figure out, which one side will be a little bit bigger, so one side we will have a bigger gate, so we can have a tractor, like a smaller tractor or a 4-wheeler in there if we need to. And then the other one would just be like pretty, will be pretty. So let me know if y'all think I should have buy one or make one. What my thinking is, if I make one, is it'll be like shape it as, you know, like a square, and then have metal, like a cattle panel or something like that in between, and hang it like that. And then eventually I will have an arbor going over it, so when you walk into the garden, you will see pretty stuff in the spring and summer as you go into the garden. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe some roses or some different, something like that, something that's climbing. I don't know exactly what I would want to do yet, but yeah. And then we need to put then I need to stain the wood. I'm gonna stain the wood. I'm gonna do it a little bit of a darker wood color, mahogany or something like that. And then I'm going to put the cattle panel up. So we were gonna do the welded wire. However, we have that out here and it was just hard. Oh, you wanna see the kitty?
Look at the camera, kitty. Ow. Ow. Let go. Ow. Meow. Oh, and you want to hold the kitty? Then you hold the kitty. Here.
So yeah, so we're gonna do the cattle panel so that it's a little bit more sturdy, and it just overall looks better. And then on top of that, we're gonna put some 2x4s or something on top just to hold it all together and make it look a little bit more complete. And then we need to start making the beds, which I'm really excited about, because then that just means I'm getting that much closer. So we have one kitten, and Lacey got it Friday?
Yep.
Yeah, Friday.
Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday.
Thursday or Friday? It's just a baby. Hey, hey.
Busy.
Oh, you're a busy man. Yes, ma'am. What's that? Oh, thank you. What did you get, acrylic or?
You got just
Yep.
acrylic one, yeah.
I like those. What? Oh, that is. Thank you. Look what my sister got me. It's a wax melt thing. That's so awesome. Thank you. This is yours.
Your car? go
It's
right?
like 4 different ones I'm gonna put in one pot.
So they're different?
No, they're the same
Oh.
plant.
Wow.
Yep.
It made it.
Yeah. One didn't make it. One was not.
Did you tell her?
No, I think it's my fault because it got delivered on the first.
Oh.
Yeah. So my vegetables are not done yet. Is who, my son? The little boy that keeps walking around? Yes, he is. So I have 2 boys and 1 girl. My oldest is 8, my youngest is 1.5.
I was over here fighting it for the railroad.
Back up. Say bye. Say bye-bye, Kitty. Bye-bye. Don't need to talk to your audience, huh?
I'm trying to see what this is without getting burnt first.
Yeah, introduce everybody to the rest of the fam. No,
Okay, so one of these are ready, the other one is not.
I thought you had long hair the other day.
You thought I had long hair the other day. The other day or a couple months ago. A couple of months ago I did have long hair. But I just chopped it all off and got short now.
I guess that means he doesn't see you enough, huh?
Yeah, you don't see me enough.
I'll put him up and up.
Angelica said hey. Yeah. What? What? Maybe. So the only problem with this, with the sugar, you guys, is just that it is burning the sugar before it can cook the meat. So I'm adding in a little bit more oil. Yeah, I had different hair. It wasn't my hair, but it was different.
I don't know if he's actually a little girl. I need to watch, but like, it looked like a truck stop or something, or a border crossing or something. And he's like, oh no, this is my favorite friend. You recognize anything?
So I'm waiting for this to heat back up again before I add anything to it. It's mashed potatoes. I got some steak. Where'd you get them?
Joe, tell him about the cow.
Oh, yeah, so that's another update, you guys. So we put in a deposit for a whole cow. We were going to do half, but we thought since it's so many of us, we would just go ahead and do a whole cow. So we put in a deposit for that, and we should get it around November or December, is what they said. And the hanging weight of this one would be between 600 and 800 pounds. So we will be getting that. So now we also got to get a big deep freezer.
Benji! I can't wait till this species gets a little older and start going. Fuck, dude, that's what's gonna happen. They ain't smacking hard, dude. And you hear them be like, it's crazy how loud it is.
Let me see you.
So I was like, we should go get a cat. So the mashed potatoes are done. I'm just gonna add some stuff to them and mix them up.
It don't matter though, it's whatever. I mean, that's what he's been wearing all day. It don't matter. We'll see what he does. He probably will too.
Yeah, he's going to make it. You want to put your chair? Probably. Okay, come on, Eddie.
Go sit in your chair.
So I'm going to add in some salt and mix them all up.
What if I couldn't read like that for real? I'm not that old yet.
Sure.
It's not a real hard place to get things you. Little chicken nuggets. No, I think something just slipped out there.
What? What?
It looked like something slipped out there.
Oh, no. That's not wrong.
Oh, it's the steam off the tomato. Shooting that direction. Yeah, mommy's mixing.
What did you think?
I thought potatoes in there, and I stuck my hand in there, and it touched me, and it wasn't potatoes. It was nasty.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Compost stuff.
Yeah.
I've been drinking. You eat your watermelon.
And I'm gonna add a little bit of sour cream.
Mommy's gonna cook.
Go.
Put your dirty finger in there?
Yep, I sure did. You want one, bud?
Mary said you're gonna get supper. Have fun.
Alrighty. You have fun.
The ball said, what up, Mary?
What's up?
Set that one a little bit dark. So dark.
You did that. You were trying to get away.
Clean up my mess. What's up? You done? You done with that? Okay. You want it? Look. Look at this plant that I got, you guys. I ordered it online. And it's so pretty. I just need to put it in a pot, but my sister got me one so I can put it in there.
I would have had you make some mashed potatoes for me too, but it was about so too late. I was like, I know she already got them.
Yeah.
Well, we decided what we were gonna have.
Yeah.
Almost here.
Oh, okay. What y'all having?
Steak and potatoes.
Yep.
And corn.
Yummy. I got enough vegetables for all of us, I think.
Oh, not that girl.
Oh.
My food's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some. Yes. Yes, my love. What?
You gonna have some too.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so the vegetables are looking mighty nice. They're getting tender, but I want them to do a little bit longer.
Are you done,
So
Josh?
I'm gonna wait a little bit.
You got another beater for him, Joe?
No, that's all I got. He has two.
Lick them clean, bud. Dude's a snacker, ain't he?
Yeah.
Take that.
Hey, what you looking at? You looking weird, man.
You
Use the back burner.
I ain't wanna be in the way.
I know
You can do it
nobody's
right here.
using the back burner because everybody uses the front right one, but
Oh, I just use that one.
you're done? All done?
I don't know. She's saying something else. I'm trying to get Karen's
Are you done? You went down?
Oh, she wants to tell you something different.
Sticky
You
hand.
gonna tell everybody something
With a
different.
white set.
I don't know what she was saying. Sound like a piece of meat, but
You cleaned up.
I'm drinking. Is that good, bud? That one milk here, don't drink that.
almost done, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and plate some up just so I can show y'all because I don't want to leave y'all hanging like that.
What?
It's an aggressive mom for me.
You done, bud? Oh, I'm done. So come play. You gonna play? You gonna play?
Can you get this off my dresser?
Upstairs. No, we didn't.
I was saying, I was on the counter.
We were wondering where it came from.
No, we didn't. One of my kids made it for me.
You made that?
Oh my God,
Okay,
there's
we
a
did.
store down in Malvern. You guys, there's a store down in Malvern, and they have like a whole bunch of plants sitting outside. There's just like a whole bunch of stuff outside. And so we stopped, and then we noticed that there's this green poster that says, "This is not a store. Go away. Stay away." And I went all the way up to the door, and I ran back to the car.
Listen, Nelly, in it. She just be.
I saw plants,
So you
and I got
been in that
excited.
fucking house.
I said hello. Nobody said anything, and it's not a house; it's a building, and it looks like a workshop, like to where people make things at.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah.
Where was it at?
In Malvern. We hit a different road waiting on Kalia.
Go play.
Past Walgreens.
Uh-huh.
Not straight, but down
Yeah,
in the neighborhood. And it just had so many beautiful plants outside and a bunch of them. Not like at home. And no, not a store.
What the world? Okay, this is what the finished product looks like, you guys. If you can see. It looks really yummy, and I'm excited to try it, but this is Mike, so I'm going to let him eat. And I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, you guys. I'm tired, and it's almost time for me to eat, so I'm going to eat. But don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And maybe I'll come back on later, maybe not. Bye-bye,